Hi everyone, I'm David.
And I'm Leah, and this is Wine Forecaster.
On one of our recent travels out to Seneca and Cayuga Lake, we happened to finally stop over at Montezuma Winery. And this was a place that we wanted to visit for some time, like a year or two.
Yeah.
Because we always see the advertisements for it, because it's not really on the lakes, it's on Route 20, just south of Montezuma's Wildlife Refuge. And we always drive through there all the time and wondered where this place was.
Yeah, well, and you also pass signs for it on the thruway, and of course you see the Wildlife Refuge, so glad we finally did it, and we picked up a bottle of wine.
Yeah, this is their 2013 Lemberger-Cabernet Franc, which is an interesting pairing of two really good varietals. I think, when I think of Montezuma Winery, I always think of Fat Frog Red.
Why?
That's what I always see at the wine stores.
Yeah, I suppose.
So I wonder if that's their big trademark.
Could be. They make a lot of different types of varietals, both white and red.
Yeah, and even on their website, they have like 5 pages of wines, and they actually had mead. And I think so that's something that would be really interesting to try.
And I guess the history is that the family who started and owns the business were beekeepers. Mm-hmm. Initially, they weren't even winemakers, they were beekeepers. So I think they're staying true to some of their roots and doing the mead as well, which we did not try when we were over there.
They have a sparkling mead.
Neat. Kind of goes beyond the scope of Wine Forecaster.
I don't know, we could probably stretch it a little bit.
Maybe.
A very beautiful, see-through, ruby red.
Yeah.
Maybe almost like ruby garnet red.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say garnet.
Garnet? Okay. Has a spicy nose, some cranberries, and some red fruits.
I was going to say I get a nice juicy plum, a red plum in there.
And I get cigar ash, and almost a little bit of a kind of like a dirty barn floor component. There I go with my
This is not Pinot.
There I go with my barn comparisons.
My nose is really not on, but I just came from the outside and it's very cold out, so that might have something to do with my lack of adjectives.
There's a little bit of spice, a little cola, and a hint of pepper, and that's probably the Cabernet Franc.
You almost get a little bit of cherry Coke in there. Just a little bit. It's not, don't get me wrong, this is not a really sweet wine by any means.
That's probably the Lemberger then.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, yep. There's a pretty good tannin to it.
Tannin, I was just gonna say that. Yep. It's a fairly well-rounded.
It's an interesting combination.
Yeah.
To pair those two together, because that gives us some complexity and kind of makes the instead of the Cabernet spice having that red fruit and cherry component to it, gives it a lot more flavor.
I get a little bit of smokiness at the end too. That's great.
So Montezuma, again, it's right on Route 20. It's kind of halfway between the two large lakes. So
in Seneca Falls, technically.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's actually worth a trip over. They have a really nice shop inside, a great tasting area, a lot of different wines to offer, a lot of different wine gifts to offer. And then while you're there, make sure you take the drive through the Wildlife Refuge all the way around. We did that
because it's right there.
They have bald eagles' nests.
Yeah.
That you can see. There's places to pull over and stop and look at the wildlife and take pictures, look through binoculars. And it's definitely worth the trip. This was $18.99. I don't know if this is available anymore. We picked this up at the wine store that they had there at the
tasting
winery.
Yeah.
And but it's not on their I didn't see it on the internet anymore.
Oh,
So
interesting.
it might be sold out now. But they have, like I said, 5 pages of wines that are available. So look them up. It's Montezuma Winery.
Interesting. Very good.
Well, stay bundled up. I think winter's finally arrived here. And, well, anyhow, we'll be back with some more wine videos and more things for you to peruse through the Finger Lakes. We appreciate your visit with us today. I'm David.
And I'm Leah, and thanks for joining us on Wine Forecaster.